might see me as weak, but I will show you what lies behind my eyes.
Senua Saga Hellblade 2 is my game of the year for 2024 so far. If I had to put a score on it, it's a 9.5 to a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Amazing to masterful. We have Senua, who has returned from hell with renewed purpose, now traveling to Iceland to stop the Vikings from taking her people again. We have new characters joining Senua on her journey, new and brutal enemies that actually feel like a threat this time around, breathtaking visuals, and motherfucking giants. What's going on, everyone? My name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and today I'm here to bring you all another rambling review. This time around, I am rambling on about Senua Saga Hellblade 2. But before I continue forward with my intro, full disclosure, everyone, I did receive this free and early copy of Senua Saga Hellblade 2 from Xbox themselves, so please take my opinion of this game with a grain of salt. Now, continuing with my intro, how I would describe my rambling reviews, ladies and gents, everyone, is basically I take a game that I like, I dislike, somewhere in between, and I ramble on about those likes and dislikes and all things in between. And there's usually, sometimes there's a script in front of me, sometimes there isn't. I'm just free balling it, and there's really no direction to my rambles. I just want to get off my chest how I'm feeling about that game. With this one, there is going to be a script. It's going to be more structured. Embargo says I can't, spoil parts of the game, because usually in my rambling reviews I do spoil story elements and the ending and whatnot to get the full scope on my thoughts and feelings of said game. But we're gonna be doing a non-spoiler rambling review this time. So yeah, before we get started with this review, if you guys could please leave a like on this video if you guys like what you saw. Please subscribe for more content, helps out this channel a lot. When you do subscribe, make sure you hit that little notification bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any content I post to this channel, and make sure you set those notifications to all as well. Please share my channel and my videos to all your friends, families, cats and dogs, and whoever who not. And you guys can all follow me on Twitter at Baytuh, Baytuh. If you want to keep supporting me even further, you can do so by donating to my Patreon, PayPal, YouTube Super Thanks, leave a tip, or becoming a YouTube member on my channel. That is patreon.com/Baytuh, Baytuh, and or paypal.me/Baytuh, Baytuh, and or through YouTube Super Thanks. All you have to do is click on any one of my videos that are monetized, which is 99.9% of them. Then hit that little money heart thanks button, to donate however much you want. But regardless how you choose to support me further, any and all donations, everyone's much appreciated, and it's 100% completely optional. And with all that being said and out of the way, without further ado, let's talk about Senua Saga Hellblade 2 in this rambling review. Let's talk about the gameplay and the combat, which got the biggest upgrade outside of the graphics. In my opinion, this is the biggest highlight in the game because of how amazing it is this time around. Like in Sacrifice, outside of combat, you're walking and running around from section to section, sometimes using your focus to solve environmental puzzles. I'd say less annoying this time around. Plus, it got some really cool day and night stuff. But the combat, oh, the freaking combat, yo, I actually look forward to fighting enemies in this game, unlike in Senua's Sacrifice. One, it's not as easy as Sacrifice. Perfect parries are a lot harder to pull off, enemies are way more brutal and can go into a frenzy or berserker mode if hurt enough, or spit fire at you because, why the hell not? They're a lot faster, can daze you, and hit as hard and quick as Truck-kun about to isekai someone. Also, you can't just mindlessly dodge through enemies' attacks to avoid damage. They read your moves and will respond accordingly. You have to do the same, read how they're going to attack and dodge in a specific direction to avoid damage. Think how the directional 101 combat worked in Ubisoft's For Honor. Another thing that I really love about the gameplay / combat this time around is how personal it feels, and that there's a reason for these combat sections. What I mean by personal is like how in your face it is. You get that one-on-one duel type sense, like again in For Honor. The reason why I keep bringing up For Honor is because it's the only other game that I can think of that I've personally played, where it is very in your face. You get that dual sense type of gameplay. It's very in your face and personal. I guess Sifu was like that as well, but I never got that sense. I mean, yeah, I never really, I guess during the boss fights, I guess too. Also with that, you're not facing multiple foes at a time like in Sacrifice. It's always one-on-one until you kill them and move on to the next one. And what I mean by having a reason for these combat sessions, I'm mainly talking on more from a story and narrative and character arc point of view. Like Senua, saving someone's life or saving a village from raiders. Like a perfect example is, going back to Senua's Sacrifice, outside of the bosses and the final arena area with Hela, the combat sections always felt like an afterthought to me. And and this isn't me trying to diss or throw shade at them, but it felt padded, and like Ninja Theory just added them in just because it's a third-person action Viking type game. I don't know, maybe I'm off bases on that. But it's just how it felt to me when it came to the gameplay. Like the characters and story were front and center and were the highlight in Sacrifice, but the gameplay took a back seat. And for me personally, gameplay is always king and should always be king in a video game. It doesn't matter what type of video game the developers are making, but the gameplay should always try to be the best it can be. And it was just serviceable and fine enough in Sacrifice. But on the flip side with Senua Saga, not only are the story and characters the highlights, but the gameplay as well. Alrighty, moving on to the story and characters. In my opinion, this game sets a high bar when it comes to linear cinematic storytelling. You can really tell Ninja Theory fully utilized their mocap and performance captures, just like in Senua's Sacrifice. And not to get too deep into the weeds with the story, not trying to spoil anything for anyone, just talking about what has already been shown and why I personally like the story a lot in this game. Like I said during the intro, Senua has returned from Helheim, which I think I actually misspoke during the intro. I said she went to hell. Well, I guess technically that's true. She went through the gates of hell to go to Helheim, but I guess whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, she has returned from Helheim with a new goal in mind: stop the Vikings from capturing and killing her people like they did her lover from the first game, Dillion. To do so, she travels to Iceland as a captive, but realizes that giants, yes, literal giants, roam the lands, but not the famous named ones from Norse mythology like Ymir or Loki. This is where I personally fell in love with the story, Senua, and her character arc. Senua has always been alone, a lone wolf with the Furies in her head. She traveled and opened the gates to hell to go to Helheim to save her lover's soul from Hela all alone. But this time around, being alone isn't going to cut it. She needs help, people she can count on to succeed in saving her people and stopping the giants. But throughout her journey in this game, she struggles to do so, even when she meets other people like Fargrimmer, someone who always has some type of plan and sees her and understands more or less that she perceives the world differently than others. And Austria, a warrior and outsider in her own right who Senua relates to. Luckily though, as the story unfolds, Senua and even the Furies become more comfortable around these allies. She starts to open up little by little, bit by bit. A big part of the narrative is about doubt, loneliness, and not being able to do everything on your own. And honestly, Melina Jurgen's performance of Senua does an excellent job conveying that. A narrative that personally really hits home for me. Throughout Senua's journey in Helheim in the first game and many parts of Iceland and Senua's Sacrifice and Hellblade 2, Senua has always thought of herself as an outsider, being alone, but slowly but surely she realizes that no, like she has people that not only count on her, but who she can count on in her time of need. She has allies, people around her. She is no longer alone. And to me, that's the most beautiful part of the story and why I love it so much. Alrighty, time for some wrap up rambles. Basically, these are just bullet point notes that I don't have to go too in depth into, like I did for a gameplay and the story. So yeah, for some bullet point stuff, some extra added notes about Senua Saga Hellblade 2. One, I played this game on Xbox Series X. It's dynamic resolution, so it's switching between 4K and I don't know, I'm not, Mr. Graphics or whatever. Anyway, this game looks bonkers beautiful on the Xbox Series X. It's 4K-ish, 30 frames per second, and it looks just gorgeous. Ninja Theory totally freaking utilized Unreal Engine 5. It's insane, and I honestly cannot wait for the Digital Foundry footage for PC. Like, holy shit, it's gonna look insane. Plus, it ran pretty well on Series X. No really big hiccups. Even during the big intense fight scenes in this game, it ran at a consistent 30 frames per second, like 90.9% of the time, which is mighty impressive. Wrap up ramble number 2. Do not expect this game to be super long. Like, the developers before this game even came out already said, Ninja Theory already said that this game is going to be around the same length as Hellblade 1 Senua's Sacrifice. Like, don't expect a 10 to 12 hour experience. I clocked in and beat this game around 5.5 hours, so this is about like a 5 to 6, maybe even close to a 7-hour experience if you want to try and go around and find collectibles and whatnot. But other than that, it's a nice short experience like the first game, which unfortunately I think a lot of people are probably gonna ding this game for being like, I think in the gaming community nowadays, and a lot of people equate the hours, how long it takes to beat a game to like the price and the quality of the game. And I think that's kind of a little ass backwards, because I've played many of 25, 15 plus, 30 plus hour video games that are fucking garbage, that are terrible. But with all that being said, we all see value differently when it comes to game prices and the length of a game, how long a game should be. Personally, I think a game should be as long as the developer intended it to be, to get their story, gameplay points, just whatever the developer is trying to do. Like, it needs to be as long as what they're trying to do, if that makes sense. Sorry if I'm not making any sense about that. Another point, please wear headphones or earphones or whatever. Do not just play this game with TV speakers or your monitor with your computer speakers or whatever. Wear headphones. This is, I know Ninja Theory beat you over the head in the first game about wearing headphones, but in this game, definitely, with a lot of the the noises, the commentary that the theories have, that Senua has, that the other characters have, and not only that, but the music. Oh my goodness, the music and how it conveys emotions out of these characters, and the sound design, the punchiness of the combat. Like, this is a headphone wearing experience. Like, get some really good headphones and just play this shit like that. It is awesome. My last wrap up ramble is regarding Ninja Theory. It is very clear Ninja Theory has a story to tell. They have a story to tell when it comes to Senua's journey in these Hellblade games. Let them cook and finish the tale of Senua. And that does it, ladies and gents, everyone, for another rambling review with Senua's Saga Hellblade 2 and the bag. Thank you all for Thank you all for watching this, everyone. I do apologize if it sounded like I didn't get my points across enough as to why I like the game. I mean, I barely had any dislikes or negatives to say. That's why I said this game's like a 9.5 to a 10 out of 10. It truly is amazing to masterful. But if you have any questions, please, tweet at me at Baytuh, Baytuh, or comment down in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer them. But yeah, little by little, bit by bit, just like Senua's journey, I am getting better at these rambling reviews and getting my points across. So hopefully you all enjoy this. So yeah, what I'm doing next on this channel, I am planning on doing some live streams since we're getting into the summertime. In terms of walkthroughs, I have no idea, not yet, but I'm planning on I wanted to do do a walkthrough of Evil Within 1 and 2. I've been meaning to get back to those games, and definitely since unfortunately Tango Gameworks shut down because of Microsoft's shitty business practices. But yeah, I want to do a walkthrough of Evil Within 1 and 2. But in terms of live streams, I'm planning on doing a live stream of X Defiant. The full release of that game comes out next, actually I think either today or tomorrow by the time you guys listen to this. We got the 33 Immortals beta. That game looks freaking awesome and rad. I want to get my hands on that, so I'll be doing a live stream of that later this week. At the end of June, we have Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree. I'm planning on doing a live stream of my second playthrough of Elden Ring, finishing up my second playthrough of Elden Ring in preparation for Shadow of the Erd Tree. So that's going to be pretty exciting. I forgot because I recently, within the past month, I got on Elden Ring. I think during my second playthrough, I just beaten Moog. So we still have the mountaintops of the mountain giant stuff to do, and we have farm in Azula, and I think Melania as well. Like we still got a lengthy journey ahead of us when it comes to Elden Ring. So yeah, I'll be doing a full stream walkthrough of my second playthrough of Elden Ring. It's gonna be pretty cool, like I say, in preparation for Shadow of the Erd Tree at the end of June. But yeah, still have lots of content from now to the end of 2024, so make sure you're all subscribed, have that notification bell turned on, and make sure you set those notifications to all so you don't miss out on anything I post on this channel. Like I said, ladies and gents, everyone, thank you for watching this, and thank you for joining me for this rambling review. Thank you all for the lovely support on my other walkthroughs, my rambling reviews, and on my channel as a whole. Thank you, much appreciated. Before I let you guys all go, if you guys can please leave a like on this video if you guys like what you saw. Please subscribe for more content, it helps out this channel a lot. When you do subscribe, make sure you hit the little notification bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any content that I post on this channel, and make sure you set those notifications to all as well. Please share my channel and my videos to all your friends, families, cats and dogs, and whoever who nots. And you guys can all follow me on Twitter at Baytuh, Baytuh. If you want to keep supporting me even further, you can do so by donating to my Patreon, PayPal, YouTube Super Thanks, leave a tip, or becoming a YouTube member on my channel. That is patreon.com/Baytuh, Baytuh, and or paypal.me/Baytuh, Baytuh, and or the YouTube Super Thanks. All you have to do is click on any one of my videos that are monetized, which is 99.9% of them, then hit the lovely Mark Heart Thanks button and donate however much you want. But regardless how you choose to support me further, any and all donations are much appreciated, and it's 100% completely optional. And with all that being said and out of the way, without further ado, ladies and gents, my name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and I will catch you guys all on my next walkthrough, Let's Play, Champions update, review, live stream, or basically whatever else I do next on this channel, which is very soon. Peace, thank you all for watching, and I love you all.